gauge work?
Yep.
Sounds like an old car.
Yeah, I used to drive it. I worked at night, and then we go out for lunch at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, with my team, you know. And I'd hot rodded a little bit.
So if there's any problems, it's because you were hot rodded. So I guess you can see by now, we picked up a beater. And we are in the middle of driving it home. And the total trip is about 3 hours and 10 minutes driving the 4Runner. But it's probably gonna end up being like 4 hours, 10 minutes. It's awesome. Driving this maxed out at 60. I'll be right back. All right, anyways, so we're about, what did you guys say, about 2 hours from home?
Yeah.
Over 100 miles to go.
No,
90 miles? Okay. But, you know, we're going 60 miles an hour. The TAC finally started working on the way home.
And the gas gauge quit.
It is a 4-speed, and so we drove almost 2 hours, and I just put like 6 gallons in it. So it's doing pretty good, but man, is it ugly, and I'm worried about these tires. I brought Nova tires with me, so those are on the back right now. Those are the stock wheels that came with the Nova when I bought it. All right, this place isn't letting up. All right, anyways, if anything happens on the trip, hopefully it doesn't, I'll let you know, but this is as close as it gets to roadkill for me. So we're gonna keep on driving back home and I'll let you know how it goes. We did just have to stop because I had a weird like shimmy vibration up front. I thought that maybe one of these tires got a bubble on them, but they're literally fine. This one I can see, if you look over there, I don't know if you can see, but there's actually brake fluid on the tire. So
Sway bar link pretty much gone.
I think I'm just gonna try and milk it the way home and drive it slow. I don't know what's going on. So
Could be we picked up that wobble.
It just keeps pulling more and more out. Should I
that's fine, yeah. Just take it out. It's just hanging down and blocking my rear view.
I've had these
Don't
gas
try not to bend those bows though.
shut off when I
All right.
Waited 5 seconds.
This tire literally just exploded in the, it just literally exploded in the intersection, and the guy purposely drove over my hubcap, but you can get these all over the place, so it's okay.
Well, we got wheels.
Thankfully we got a bunch of wheels, so we are gonna change this tire right here in the parking lot and then try to get home. Holy cow, man. This thing had the loudest explosion. Look at that. Oh, there's the hole right there. Look at that.
Yeah, better change both tires.
I've never seen that happen in real life before.
Praise the Lord, that did not happen on the freeway.
Might as well just...
I gotta say, the new Milwaukee kicks butt. Let me see that. This new Milwaukee freaking behemoth impact. I think it's like 1,400 foot-pounds. Yeah, this will take your lug nuts off 0 issues without pre-loosening them. That was so loud.
I saw there's like an air explosion.
Yeah. It was like, I wish the video would have been going. So we're at this intersection right over here, and there was some dude on the corner and this thing let off the freaking bomb grenade. And
Oh my gosh.
the guy's like, your tire, and I'm like, yeah.
She's pretty much toast.
Dude. We might as well just put both fronts on.
You got some duct tape?
For 2 miles more.
Yeah, because they're different diameters.
Man.
Well, we got the one for the other side, right?
We'll be back. It's just freaking hot out. It's like what, 80, 86, 88? Yeah.
Hold on while I get this other one.
All right. We just went ahead and changed both of them in the front. And man, looks so good with those Nova wheels. See if we can get home. We made it.
I remember when these
And I don't even know how, because look at this.
Can I get a ride? You guys give me a ride.
Aiden may have forgotten to torque those luggies. But we're in the driveway. We made it home. I'm gonna take a break and then I'll come back and do a walkthrough. So it is the next day, and I need to give you guys an explanation of why we got this car. Basically, this is realistically one of my dream cars, one of my bucket list cars that I've always wanted. I had a 63 like in 2011 that was a 3 on the tree straight 6, and it was a daily driver, and I had to like put a starting fluid in it every time I had to drive to work in the morning, and it wasn't really practical with my 2 boys. Were really little, and so I sold it, and I wish I never would have. I've always kicked myself for that. So and then in like right after high school, I had a friend in high school who had a not in high school, but after high school, had a 64 Impala. And I'm gonna say Impala because that's how I've always said it. I've never said Impala. So if you say Impala, I am not gonna do it. I'm saying Impala. But he had one, and it was a ripper. It had a 4-speed, and it was kind of a little ratty car, but man, that thing sounded awesome, and it was quick. And I tried to get that, and like right after high school, I had no money, so I was never able to get that. So this has just kind of always been one of my dream cars. So I put the C10 up for sale like over, by the time you get this video, like almost 2 weeks ago. And a good guy named Jeff, shout out to Jeff, he came down and bought the truck. He swooped up on it like really fast, and he just said, you know, if he doesn't get one now, they're gonna get out of his reach. And that's exactly where I'm at on this car. I didn't decide. Oh, my little baby chair. Oh no. Anyways, I didn't decide. I mean, I've always been looking for Impalas for a long time, but their prices are just going through the freaking roof. Like literally, all the sellers of Impalas right now think that it's March of 2020 and Impala prices need to be like jacked up like 10 times. That's basically what the Impala prices are doing. They're just skyrocketing. So I figured if I could sell the C10 fast, get some money, and then just like kick butt on just trying to get a car and just be vigilant, and we'll just see what happens. And it happened pretty quick. So this car literally was only a few $1,000s more than the C10. And so basically I don't look at it as dropping a crazy amount of money on Impala. I look at it as like trading a C10, which I don't know if you guys ever listened to me rant. I never really intended on keeping that truck. I just wanted to use it for a little while. Maybe just flip it. And I always said that from the beginning. But basically just sold that and put a few thousand more and got this. So what is this? This is a, obviously it's a 64. It is a legit super sport. Right there. Right there. And it's haggard. It's completely haggard because I can afford haggard more than I can afford done and ready to go. But literally this car sat in a garage and was last on the road 1991. Right there. I think I was like a freshman in high school, 91. So the family I got this from was a super cool family. The guy had gotten some emails about people and he was getting flooded, and I feel like I was the most persistent and called him and talked to him, and he had the price really super high. And I just showed him that there was one locally to him that was like the same price he was asking, but actually really clean, and offer him a lower price. And he said he'd maybe think about it, kind of like I said, would you consider it? And he said he would, but he wasn't dropping below a certain price. So I talked to him on the phone, got some details, and he came to us a little bit more, and I said, cool, let me just call the bank Monday, because that was a Sunday, and I got everything dialed in, and I was able to go pick it up Tuesday, which was yesterday, and got this. His dad is the one who had the car in his possession and did the work to it, and what he was going to do was drive it to Texas. That would have been honestly, whew, that would have been an adventure to see. Like I would, like if he would have put that on like a YouTube show, I really would have watched that whole thing. So that would have been interesting. It actually runs really good, but the tires, freaking horrific. You guys already know that now. They might have looked good, but 30, 40-year-old tires, never trust that. I don't know why I didn't just change all four to begin with. I only changed the back two, which I was dumb. I should have done all four. Because I really risked major danger by driving on those tires on the front. I mean, the whole time I was like two-fisting it the whole way. So, yeah, if anything would have happened, that would have been really bad. But like I said, praise God that we got to really close to home when the tire finally popped, and I was at a stop sign. I was at a stoplight, so nobody was injured, nothing happened. The only casualty was a bent hubcap because the doofus saw it roll under his 4Runner but did not stop. He just drove right over it. So I got a jacked up hubcap. Anyways, that's it. This is my dream car. Like, even looks like a pile of crap. That's my dream car. I love this car. This was never my dream car, but I love this car right here. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this car. I love it. This is my go fast car. This is my cruise dream car. Post down below in the comments what your dream car is, or the car that you regret getting rid of. I'm really curious to see what it is. But anyways, let's get to this. For the most part, it's super straight. This is the only damage right here. Other than that, it's just like paint flaking off. I don't know what these bullet caps are. Are these factory? If any of you guys know, let me know if this is a factory like mirror on there. I don't know. It doesn't look familiar to me. I usually just see them without that. It's super straight. It just has nasty paint. This is not a car I'm gonna patina. I want this car nice. This will not be a patina car. Let me pop the trunk for you. Trunk is good. The only problem is that spot right there and some surface stuff down here. But other than that, it's pretty dang good. I don't know what that box is right there. What is that box? Tell me what that box is. Seals are bad, but thankfully it was kept inside. That's a spot. But that's surface rust. That's not going through. Everything shuts. Really nice too. That's already shut. This side, surface but not going through. Surface not going through. I would say that's the worst part. It's got the notorious body flex crack. That'll get welded up, fixed. I don't know if we can get behind there to reinforce it. So if you have an Impala and you know, let me know. None of this rust is going through anywhere. I'd have to grind that off to see, but this whole side's nice and straight. The hood is good. The guy I bought it from, he did not put these hood pins in. Those, he said, were always there. But let me open this up. Here is the engine. I'm super stoked that it is a 327. I got nothing against 283s, but I am stoked it's a 327. I love 327s. I've had a lot of them, and I love them. This little high revving motor. But he put a new radiator on it. I pointed at the alternator. Radiator, but he did put a new alternator. Hoses, he went through the fuel system. There's a new fuel pump, new battery, fuel lines. It's pretty clean in here. Doesn't have the washer or the overflow. That's fine. Single reservoir. That'll change. But horn works. Grill's good. Bumper's good. I mean, there's like the usual denting on that trim right there that you'd expect on a car that's never been touched. I'm thinking these can just be pulled off and maybe those will just weld shut. And that'll all be totally good and salvageable. Here's some of my favorite parts. Now, it's not clean at all in here, and I'm kind of glad because I'm really looking forward to being the one that like scrubs this thing down and like just sees the transformation myself. But door panel is really clean. It's just got faded carpet. This wing window crank works, but I think it's skipping gears or something. It's not super nice, but bucket seats, light back there works. The floorboard lights work. You saw us tear down the headliner last night so that we could see out the back window. I don't know if you can see that. That package tray needs to be replaced. It's just ugly. Let's get inside here. Okay. Favorite feature is this little sticky do right here. Look at that. That is freaking amazing. I am so excited that this is a 4-speed car. This was like, that's why this thing stood out to me. It was a 4-speed car. I didn't care how the paint looked. Man, I was so excited about that 4-speed. And the tack, factory tack. It worked like 2/3 of the time, and I'm stoked about that because that means it's gonna work if I can figure out what the wiring issue is. But seat in the back is actually really good. It's just dirty. Molding can just be polished up. That door panel is pretty good. This seat has a tear right there. Glove box latch was a little funky, so I need to fix that, but it's got these aftermarket trio gauges, and I think they work. The water temp on this side was working. I think this is working. I think the oil pressure was up around 40, which was good. Volts, that's a weird reading. I don't know how that reads, but I don't know. I honestly haven't tried the heater. I haven't tried the lighter. Ashtray opens super clean. This will go. I hope that there's no damage behind it because I'd like to put like a retro stereo in there and keep the dash looking nice and clean and stock. Haven't tried the wipers. I honestly haven't tried the lights. What is this? What is this guy? Motorola right speaker Vibrasonic. I don't know what that is. What is that? Holy cow, it's hot in here. I haven't even done anything. I'm like freaking dripping sweat, but I don't know what that little thing is. But basically, this is it. I love the SS badges on the door panels. I love it right here on the console. It's missing. Is that an ashtray back there, or is that just a light? Whatever it is missing. Oh, hey, look at that. There's my combos. Cool little console. I'm so excited about. Man. This car smells exactly like my 64 Chevelle that I had. And no other car has smelled like that Chevelle except for this one. So I don't know if it's all the vinyl and something about 64, man, but it smells exactly like it. But gosh dang, I love that. And that nice freaking reverse lockout. Oh, it's beautiful. I haven't even gone through all this, but I do know that we have a owner's guide. Actually, I want to leave that out because I want to read it. Okay, that's super loose. Come on. Awesome. All right, I'll fix that later. Clock doesn't work. I don't know. I am so freaking excited and stoked. Like, this is literally like a... It's ugly, but it's a dream come true, and I'm so excited. My neighbors are gonna hate me. They're gonna be... I already guarantee they ain't liking the way this car is looking. Because, as you know, it has the wheels from the Nova. When I drove the Nova home, those nasty green steel wheels. So the first thing, what? Oh crap. Is that freaking brake fluid leaking? Gosh dang it. I had to buy brake fluid yesterday. Anyways, that's it. Next video, I'm gonna probably just be cleaning this thing up. It's so freaking dirty. That'll be exciting, actually. Let me know what you guys think. Whew, I'm in love with this thing. I love you, baby. So nice. I'm so excited.